This is Goku Sun DBZ and welcome back to a new top 10 list. This is a new top 10 best-selling games list. And this time we will be counting down the top 10 best-selling original Xbox games. So, with that said, first honorable mentions that didn't quite make the top 10 cut in sales. And next week, as I said, last week was Dreamcast, this week is the original Xbox. Next week is, I thought I would jump ahead, next week will be the top 10 best-selling Wii U games. And just so you know, for last and current gen, these numbers are strictly for physical sales, excluding digital sales. So the ranks may end up a little different from overall picture. So that'll be why. But anyways, first up of honorable mentions, Dead or Alive 3, which sold an estimated 1,030,000 copies. Next up, selling an estimated 1,360,000 copies, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Next, selling an estimated 1,380,000 copies, ESPN NFL 2K5. After that, honorable mentions, selling an estimated 1,390,000 copies, Call of Duty 2, Big Red One. Then, selling an estimated 1,410,000 copies, Madden 2006. And the last of the honorable mentions, selling an estimated 1,420,000 copies, Madden 2005. It's ridiculous. No matter what console it is, Madden will always find a way to be on some rank. Same thing for Call of Duty. Coming at number 10, selling an estimated 1,440,000 copies, is a game that was released in 2004. Need for Speed Underground 2 comes in 10th place in sales. Coming in at number 9, sold an estimated 1,460,000 copies, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Next, coming at number 8, this game sold an estimated, basically 1.5 million, so 1,500,000, whatever. 1.5 million. The original of the reboot, Ninja Gaiden, also known as Ninja Gaiden Black, of course, comes in at number 8. Not surprised, because Ninja Gaiden was a big deal on the original Xbox, and it was definitely one of the big exclusives of that time. Coming in at number 7, also sold an estimated 1.5 million copies. A shooter game, I don't know anything about the game myself. At number 7 is a game called Counter-Strike. So obviously it was pretty popular, given it was tied with Ninja Gaiden in sales. Keep in mind also, the original Xbox only sold about 26 million consoles overall, I believe, around that. So these sales actually aren't that bad when you think about that. Coming at number 6, sold an estimated 1,580,000 copies. Coming at number 6 is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I kind of expected this to be on the top 10 list when I was looking up the sales numbers, just because it is regarded highly as the best Star Wars game of all time. There's definitely a lot of people, and I arguably agree, honestly, with it. I do consider probably Knights of the Old Republic 1 probably the best Star Wars game of all time. Though, I also have up there the original Star Wars Force Unleashed is also another one I really love. Coming at number 5, sold an estimated, now we have a jump of like 900,000. Sold an estimated 2,490,000, so just shy of 2.5 million. Grand Theft Auto Double Pack. Next, coming in, sold an estimated 2.5 million copies, which is definitely argued as one of the best racing games of all time. Now, I've never actually played the game, but this is a game I've certainly heard more than once about from a couple of people I've known. And that game is called, F4 is Project Gotham Racing, which was actually released basically, I believe, at the launch of the original Xbox. It was one of the early games, definitely. Coming at number 3 is a game, of course, I'm actually kind of doing a playthrough of, off and on right now, on my YouTube channel. Coming at number 3, sold an estimated 3 million copies. Now, that's including both the original and then the re-released version with extra material in it. Coming at number 3, that sold an estimated 3 million copies, the original Fable. But yeah, this is also including Fable The Lost Chapters as well in sales. And Lost Chapters, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, sold about 500,000 to 600,000 copies. So, the original Fable by itself sold about 2.4 million, which is still impressive. But then when you add Lost Chapters in, it ended up selling 3 million. Not bad at all. Coming in at number 2, sold an estimated 5 million copies. And out of about 26 million consoles sold, 5 million is not bad at all. Coming in at number 2, selling the 5 million, was the original Halo Combat Evolved. So I'm sure you know what number 1 is, so there's no use even hiding it. Number 1 is Halo 2. Hands down the best selling, and in fact, about 20, I believe it's somewhere around 20 to 22% of all Xbox console owners owns a copy of Halo 2. And that includes, of course, myself. Halo 2 sold an estimated 8,460,000 copies. So, the gap between 2 and 1, between Halo 1 and Halo 2, Halo 2 sold almost 3.5 million more copies than Halo 1. Personally, I still prefer Halo 1 the most, but Halo 2 is still a superb game. So yep, that's coming at number 1. Best-selling game on the original Xbox, Halo 2. Pretty impressive, almost 8.5 million copies. So like I said, next week will be the top 10 best-selling Nintendo Wii U games. And then the week after that is going to be the top 10 best-selling I feel they deserve before I go back and do some older consoles. And then the week after will be the top 10 best-selling PlayStation Vita games. So stay tuned for those. And I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.